Etra saw it. My name is Kuroki. I'm a regular employee working in the city. I want to tell you about something I experienced a few years ago. It all started on December 31st, New Year's Eve.
That's a drawn-out sigh on New Year's Eve, Mr. Kuroki.
You know, a lot has been going on. I actually didn't go home this year, and instead was drinking at a bar I frequented near my apartment. I was planning on heading home to visit my parents, but... Sorry, Kuroki. I don't want you to catch the flu either, so you should stay over there this year. I look after Mom, so don't worry about her. Oh, okay. My mother caught the flu right before I was planning to head home, so my father told me to stay away for the time being. She did have the vaccine, so the symptoms weren't too bad, but...
Aw, but I'm sure you must be worried.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go by the shrine and pray for her fast recovery.
That's a great idea.
Alright. Happy New Year's!
Happy New Year's to you too.
After I left the bar, I went to the nearby shrine and headed home. Thank you for the safe year. Help Mom get better, and make sure Dad doesn't catch it either. Thank you. This year was rough. I was dumped by my girlfriend of 3 years. They found out something wrong with our project last second, and everyone in the office was stuck working late until the 30th. Just when I thought I could relax at home, my mom collapses from the flu. I really hope next year is better. What? Ah! Oh! No! My bag! You're kidding! Why? I lost my bag on New Year's Eve in the river and had to wrap up the year with this terrible event. I went back home and stopped all of my cards from my computer and phone before reporting it lost at the police. This is actually the worst. I'm sorry. I dropped my whole bag with my wallet in it. So can you stop my card?
Understood, sir. What a klutz. We'll have to mail you a new ATM card, but it will be sent out during our first business day after the new year. During that time, your ATM card and debit card will both be paused, so please take care.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. How much money do I have left in this house? Come on, change! 20 minutes later. $3.21? You really couldn't get worse from here. I had to wait until the next business day for the banks to open back up. Until then, I had $3.21 at my disposal. I should have had emergency money. Oh well. I'll just contact my parents after the New Year's. I'm glad I have my iPad and PC. Wait a second. I should at least tell them that I lost my phone. I decided to keep the bag thing to myself, but let them know about my phone. They're having to handle their own stuff, and I don't want to cause any more stress. But there's another reason. I'm sure my parents will send me cash if I say what happened, but I stopped loaning and asking for money after something happened. It was right around the second year of starting my job. There was a man, Tachibana, who asked me to lend him some money. Please, Kuroki, lend me some money! Come on, Tachibana, cut it out! No matter how much you bow and beg, I can't just give you $2,000! Please, I need the money right now! Can you at least tell me why? Actually, I can't tell you right now. I was actually really close to this guy out of all the coworkers. He was always super caring and always helped people who needed help. I'll help you out so you don't have to stay too late. Oh, thanks, man. I've always liked him. But one day, he just suddenly came over and started begging me. Please, I swear, I'll pay you back, no matter how long it takes. So I'm begging you. You'd be saving my life. Okay, I could sense something urgent from him, so I loaned him $2,000. He'd always helped me out, and I figured that it was just as good a time as any to repay him, or so I thought. The next day...
Where is Tachibana? Is he off today?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything.
He stopped coming to work and just disappeared into thin air without contacting anyone. At first, I didn't want to think about it, but eventually, I gave up on him. I decided right then and there that I wouldn't lend him or anyone else money. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that I had to witness firsthand the gross nature of someone I might not have had to witness if I didn't lend him money. So I didn't tell anyone about my situation and just decided to spend the next few days with just my couple bucks. I mean, honestly, I could get by with just juice if it came down to it. I just remembered the one person I didn't want to remember before I fell asleep. cold and alone on New Year's. However, the first of the next year, I had someone show up that I really did not expect at my door. Mom! Dad! Happy New Year's! How are you, Mom?
Oh, I still have a small fever, but I'm much better. I'm sorry that I couldn't welcome you home. I'm sure you wanted to hang out and relax here.
What are you talking about? I'm alright, so just get better, okay?
Yeah, okay. You need to fix your phone, too.
Yeah. Sorry, someone's at the door, so I'll call you back in a sec.
Okay, sure. See you.
Coming! Who is it? Oh, Tachibana?
Kuroki?
My first visitor of the year was Tachibana, the person I loaned my 2K to. Why are you here? What's going on? Wait, is he going to come beg me for more money? Tachibana! Just so you know, Huh? What is...
It's the 2K that you loaned me. I've also added an extra 2K on top because I took so long, and I'm sure I gave you a headache.
Tachibana? Why?
I'm so sorry, Kuroki. I know that you lent me a huge sum of money, and I didn't say a single thing, but I'm not going to be in your hair anymore. I promise.
Tachibana, come on, man. It's cold out there. Come on in. And then, I was finally able to listen to Tachibana after a few years of him going dark.
So actually, I have a younger sister. She's a little younger than me. Her name is Tsutsuji, and she lives with me now, too.
Oh yeah. I remember you said you lived with your father, right?
I had to borrow money from you that day because we had to run away from him. From that piece of shit father.
According to his story, they were both abused by their father. After Tachibana grew up, he stopped being physically violent, but...
He would take all of my money, and I just had no money to my name. I would have just run away if I were alone. But I couldn't just leave Tsutsuji all alone at the house. That's why I just shut up and listened to him. But...
Hey, Tachibana.
What's up?
Dad has been peeking in on me while I bathe recently.
So I just had to leave the house before he did anything to her. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. It was because I couldn't take any chances of my father finding out about my whereabouts.
I didn't realize. But are you sure everything is okay with your dad? He didn't figure out where you guys live now?
Oh yeah, everything's fine. My dad died a few years back in a freak accident. We don't have to worry about him anymore.
I see. And your sister, how's she doing?
Yeah, she's graduated high school and is working now. I'll bring her by to say hello.
No, you really don't have to. Because I'm happy enough with you coming by to say hello. So you can take the extra 2K back. Use it for her.
No, it's okay. I want you to take it.
But I didn't believe you.
Of course you wouldn't. That's why I want you to take it from me.
We were talking and going back and forth about whether or not I'll take the extra money. But at the end of the day, we finished things off with him paying for our tab to go for drinks and the original 2K that I lent him.
I see. You've been having a pretty tough year too, huh?
Yeah. And then you just showed up out of the blue. But why did you come on New Year's?
Oh, I figured that you might be working straight through New Year's or something, so you wouldn't be going home. I was going to give it back a few nights ago, but you didn't answer your phone.
Oh, yeah, because I dropped it in the river. Yeah, I was sure I was going to be pretty hungry for 3 days, but you really saved my hide.
What are you talking about, man? You're the one that saved me. Thank you so much for lending me that money, Kuroki.
Don't mention it. Happy New Year's, bud.
Yeah. Happy New Year's!
After that day, we started being good friends again. The next day, something happened that was even more surprising. What? Are you serious? The police had called me to let me know that they had found my bag. Apparently, it was stuck on a little log in the river when a woman who was walking her dog found it. The phone was busted, but all of my other cards and wallet were just wet. I called her to thank her, but the woman that found it was also a great person. Can I do something for you? I want to repay you. Money? Gifts?
Oh, you can just thank me. I don't need anything. I'm glad you found your bag. Just be more careful. Rivers have a way of sneaking up on you.
Sure. Thank you. Oh, Lord! After the worst New Year's Eve of my life, I had one of the best New Year's of my life. My mom recovered to perfect health, and my dad never caught it. I spent some PTO in February to go visit them and relax. Currently, congratulations on your marriage, Tsutsuji.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kuroki.
We still occasionally hang out.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you found someone good.
Come on, you're embarrassing me.
Tsutsuji's fiance was someone loyal and trustworthy that she met at work. To my delight, I was also invited to the wedding.
Don't cry too much at the wedding, okay?
I know!
They went through their own hell, but it seems like things are looking good for them now. You shouldn't lend or loan money to and from people. However, I'm glad that I was able to help him out when he needed it. I'm sure I will never forget the series of events that happened during that New Year's.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。お金は貸したら返ってこないと思えと言いますし、しかも貸した翌日に何の理由も知らないまま失踪されたらもう返す気もないんだろうなと思いますよね。それにしてもこうも悪いことが続いてしまうと何もかも嫌になりそうですが、こんなに悪いこと続きなら逆にめちゃくちゃいいことがありそうと思っちゃいそうです。何にせよ事情も知れて長年のモヤモヤも晴れてよかったです。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもいい話だなぁと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。